In 2007, some of the world's top scientists noticed something unusual in the air: methane. A slight rise would have been natural, but the numbers that appeared that year were startling. Methane has always risen and fallen as part of Earth's natural system. But this time, something did not feel right. So let us try to understand this mystery. Welcome back to NX Horizon, and without wasting any time, let's move straight into the heart of the story. Methane is a natural gas, but compared to carbon dioxide, it traps heat far more powerfully. It acts like an invisible blanket around the planet, and as that blanket grows thicker, the Earth begins to warm, slowly and steadily. At first, scientists believed this was simply the result of human pollution, factories, pipelines, and urban waste. But as deeper research unfolded, the real truth was found hidden beneath the ground. This methane was not coming from industry alone. A large portion of it had been locked away for thousands of years, frozen in soil, trapped in ancient ice, and buried deep beneath ocean sediments. As global temperatures rise, these frozen reservoirs begin to thaw, releasing methane into the atmosphere, setting new records year after year, surpassing everything measured before. Earth has always followed climate cycles. Roughly every 100,000 years, methane levels rise. Ice ages come to an end, and this pattern continued until about 12,000 years ago, when the Pleistocene epoch ended and the Holocene epoch began. Scientists understand this history through ice cores, long cylinders of ice drilled from Antarctica and Greenland. Inside them, tiny bubbles of ancient air are trapped, like memories of the planet, preserved for centuries. The last major methane spike occurred around 12,000 years ago, as the last ice age was coming to an end. But what concerns scientists today is that methane is rising again, too early, too fast, and far beyond expectations. So the question is simple: is this just another natural cycle, or has something new begun? To find answers, scientists deployed their most advanced technology. Today, satellites track methane using lasers designed to detect methane alone. Where the signal does not return, methane is present. Using this method, massive methane plumes have been identified worldwide, above cities, across deserts, and over vast landfills. In Iran, a single landfill releases as much methane each year as hundreds of jumbo jets combined. Oil and gas fields in Turkmenistan add even more to the total. But human sources are only part of the story. Much of today's methane is now coming directly from nature, from forests and landscapes that were once locked in permafrost. When permafrost thaws, buried plants and animals begin to decay, releasing methane that has been trapped for thousands of years, long before humans existed. Unlike industrial methane, this gas cannot be controlled. Once it enters the atmosphere, it remains there for years, slowly breaking down into carbon dioxide and water vapor. And this is where a dangerous chain reaction begins. Ice melts, darker land and oceans absorb more sunlight, temperatures rise, and even more trapped gases are released. We live in the Holocene epoch, a relatively stable period that allowed agriculture, settlements, and civilizations to emerge. Yet technically, Earth is still in an ice age, because polar ice still exists. And this balance is extremely fragile. Over long timescales, Earth's climate is shaped by its orbital cycles, the shape of its orbit, the tilt of its axis, and the slow wobble of its rotation. These natural forces have guided ice ages for millions of years. What makes today different is that humans have introduced a new factor into this system, one that is accelerating warming at an unprecedented rate. Methane is now rising far faster than natural cycles allow. There is no clear parallel in Earth's recorded history. After 12,000 years of relative stability, we are witnessing a surge unlike anything seen before. We still do not know how high methane levels will rise, or whether this change is natural, human-driven, or a combination of both. But one thing is certain: whatever happens next will shape Earth's climate for generations to come.